Hi, this is Maverick Arnold, and I'm going to tell you what I did for my research paper. So what I did for my research paper is that I covered Hurricane Irma on the damages and the after effects. The reason why I did that is because I have a major in journalism, and I know a lot of journalism covers hurricanes and the damage done, so it makes sense to do that. Well, so here are my topics. These are my topics. When I was doing my outline, I was thinking what are my three main sources, and I discovered how this hurricane was made. Then I covered what was the damages to the residents of Florida. Then I covered after, and then finally, just to make sure that I know what I'm doing, I I was thinking what can we do to help the residents of Florida. Now, Hurricane Irma came from the Atlantic Ocean, and it was It was formed when lots of warm air from the summer hit the ocean and it rises up from surface, and that caused a lot of swirls to take place inside the hurricane. This thing, this hurricane continued to grow bigger when it encountered more hot water on its way to Florida. Now, this is what I would like to call a Type 3 hurricane. This is a Type 3 hurricane throughout my research, and it's a very, very deadly storm. Now let me talk you now the damages. Now this hurricane has made several damages to Florida. Lots of buildings and offices were damaged by the storm, which means lots of residents will be homeless during that time. Not only that, but it caused severe power outages and flood the streets of subways by the water. Not only that, but some of them got injured, like me. Some of them got injured in the process. And finally, the damage that is done was the economy. Not only do the economy have to pay for the damage, but that means it damaged lots of tourist attractions like Disney World, which means that this once popular destination for tourists will taken to the backseat, and the economy will go low. Well, and let's talk about the after effects. It caused a lot of sinkholes to appear throughout the ground streets, which makes it very dangerous to walk around. Not only that, but the residents are suffering a lot of illnesses. Some are suffering from dyslexia and stress due to all the damage done, and some are suffering from trauma due to how deadly the storm is. Quite B, this is one of the deadliest storms in the world. It ranks up with Hurricane Katrina and Sandy as one of those deadly storms in the world. And finally, people are trying to rebuild the city from the ground up. There was even Florida Governor Rick Scott at Comcast providing people with the needs. Now, I suggest some advice to how we help the others. They can donate to some charities around the world, like the Salvation Army, or they can volunteer to some service that provides the needs and wants for those who got affected by the storm. Then they will finally provide aid to the residents.